Two pieces of the same heart, two halves of the same story, two harmonies to the same song. Perfect fit and you're getting more, and the pieces fall into place. It's incredible. Ooh, 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 it's incredible. It's incredible.
Hey, what's up, guys? Wanted to take a second and talk about something that's fun and exciting going on for me anyway. I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I'm starting a new class on Scrum certification, so it's part of the project management core of classes and certifications. It's pretty exciting. It's been a while since I graduated from school and business, and project management's been something that's been just a part of life. From growing up with my dad, he's an inventor, and that's what we did. We took projects from conception to market, and part of that is sitting down and developing your timetables, setting your goals, making sure that you're circling back and checking in, see where we're at, and making adjustments from there. But I've never had any training on it. Taking that into a professional level, I've been managing and things for quite a while. And so with that comes a lot of your handed projects that you have to, big to small projects that you end up having to really manage and coordinate. And so again, it's just something that has just been a part of what I've done. And so it's pretty exciting to kind of validate the experience and the skills that I've had by going into certifications for it. So part of what I'm doing, because I am, looking to advance in my career beyond just what I've been doing. Part of that is, studying and learning new things and really developing something that's both an inherent skill, but also something that needs refining, needs tuning in order to fall within certain standards. So tomorrow I start my SCRUM certification. It's an IT central certification. Deals a lot with the development of software. It can be applied to other areas in IT management, and so I think it's a really good fit and a great place to start, really. I'm also looking at a couple of other certifications. So I'm looking at the CAPM and PMP. Those two, the course is it's 250 hours of training for those, and then as well as showing, articulating the projects that you've done, whether if they fall within the parameters that qualify, or doing projects from that point on in order to gain that certification through that time. It's quite a bit, 7,500 project hours, considerable amount. I'm not sure until I get into it, really, and see what qualifies, what my history will present as far as getting that particular PMP certification. But the other ones I'm looking for is the Agile, Green Belt, and Black Belt certifications as well. That's 150 hours of training for that certification. A little less stringent, but it's again that would be two certifications in that one as well, both the Green Belt and Black Belt. And so I don't know. It's pretty exciting. When I hit stuff hard, I tend to do really, really well, really throwing myself into learning, developing skills, becoming just a lot better. I did that with computers when I first started out with my career. I barely knew how to turn a computer on. And so it just became like throwing myself into it, becoming self-taught on computers. And I've done extremely well in that field, developing networking skills and things. And so this is another area that I'm excited to kind of really develop myself in. So here's the journey begins. Mark is going to have a lot less free time on his hands over the next few months while I dig in. So figure, you know, a total of 400 hours plus, you know, almost 400, probably about 450 hours of training for these. So yeah, 10 to probably 10 to 15 weeks if I'm hitting it completely, engrossing myself in it. So that's the plan for the next 10 to 15 weeks till well, until summer. So hopefully I'll celebrate this summer with developing a new career and really becoming, I don't know, just taking new steps in my life. So pretty excited about it. Anyway, wish me luck. I will check in tomorrow and kind of give more insight as to what's going on. It's nerve-wracking. So we'll talk to you then. It was Jaden's birthday, and we celebrated that. So in all the hustle and trying to get back to do a party and stuff for him yesterday. I didn't get the chance to do kind of a wrap up of yesterday's training. I'll do that a little bit later because I have to get in there now. But starting day 2 of 2 for the SCRUM certification. Pretty excited about that. It's been a bit of a stressful morning, but one of the things that I just have on my mind is that in spite of, you know, trials and struggles and going through hard times, it's important for me to remember that, you know, I'm not perfect. I certainly have a lot of flaws and a lot of struggles and don't do things well a lot. I require a lot of patience and a lot of, I don't know, somebody once said that I require somebody who can just shake their head a lot. And I just really, I appreciate my life. I appreciate that I'm here, that I have this opportunity. I appreciate Caroline and her role in my life. She's been super supportive in everything that I've done and gone through, and grateful for the support I can provide her in her struggles and her trials, and grateful for my kids and what they've done and the trials that they've gone through and will continue to go through. And you know, today just I'm trying to go into it feeling grateful and feeling more trying to look on the positive side of things as I go into this. So I'll check back and give a rundown of the training, I guess, when it's all over. It's pretty intensive, so I don't really have a lot of time during lunch or anything to do it. So I will do so before I head home. Alright, so just finished up the SCRUM training. I may try to do the certification test tonight. So just wanted to kind of give my thoughts on it. The SCRUM training, it's really intense. The teacher, Lee Harris, from Agile Dad, he's a really good trainer. He did a really good job. He's really entertaining, but more importantly, I think he really teaches it well so that you can understand the principles really well. He didn't, seem to focus on any one thing too much. Kept things pretty lively, and that's important when you're going through trainings like that. But so that's the technical stuff. As far as I've been studying the SCRUM certification for a couple weeks, ever since I kind of started to look down the path a little more mildly until the last few days when I really hit the flashcards and stuff like that. But I didn't have really context for any of that, and so it was like, this is all nice. But yesterday especially, I really left the training yesterday feeling like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of the stuff that I really just incorporated inherently in my management style, that I didn't really have words to put it into. I wasn't, if I were to articulate it using their definitions, I was incorporating a lot of, the things that Scrum embodies. And so it was pretty validating in that sense. I'd come to a lot of these principles on my own, and that helped me to feel some self-confidence. There's a lot of things that I just, especially on the procedural side, that I didn't do or incorporate at all. And so, it was really interesting and great to get that perspective and to incorporate that, and learn those tenets. And it really does give kind of a foundation for how to be able to implement the Scrum, the Agile methodology within, all the practices that you do in a company. So in all, it was really fantastic. I look forward to doing some more of the certification stuff. It really does feel like it's something that speaks to me on a good level. Caroline is so efficient. She always working, always, she blocks out her time really well. And that's something that I've always struggled with. And this really does help me to see some of those practices and be able to see what I can adopt in my own life, in my own personal life, as well as professional, that she really just embodies and really does a fantastic job of. So a lot of personal development that gets to happen. And it's an exciting road. So excited to get that done. Move on to another training probably on Monday or Tuesday, and start really developing myself. Having gone through being let go from a job it's a really challenging experience, and you really do have to kind of take stock of yourself and go, okay, what happened? What can I do better? How can I better myself? And you can either get mired down in the depression, in the really challenging side of things, where you don't know what's next. There's a lot of uncertainty, and there's a lot of feelings that can come with feeling inadequate and rejected, and they're really challenging things to deal with. And you can either wallow in that self-misery and allow that to break you down and become something that you don't want to be, or you can take a positive spin to it and go, there's parts of me that need to grow, that need to develop, and that I can do better with. And it gives me that opportunity to face those demons and face those struggles and those inadequacies, even if I'm being honest with myself and honest about, what I went through and what I need to do in order to better myself, not just in a professional way, not just to get a job, but to better myself on a personal, deep level. Where am I struggling? And evaluate what I need to do in order to become a better person, a better individual. And so that's what I'm really trying to do, is take it to heart, work hard, and kind of reassert myself. And who knows? Maybe that'll involve a career change. Maybe that'll involve big differences. I guess time will tell. So, anyway, great experience.
How does it feel to be the newly certified Scrum Master?
Scrum Master! That's good.
We are trying to hear what's happening at the table next to us. They're on a first date. And they seem like the two douchiest people. Not to be judgmental, but to be judgmental. She's complaining that she wants to be able to order as expensive as she wants. He's asking if she's high maintenance and says order whatever you want, but keep in mind.
He's like, I give, I just hope to receive in return. Can I get a straw?
Okay, we are at a restaurant to celebrate this amazing victory. How does it feel?
It's good.
Seriously, this is so disappointing.
Well, I mean,
To be fair, this is him excited.
it's like one of those things, like it's like when I got my associates. You know, it was like, yeah, you got your associate's degree, and I was like, yeah, I mean, it's just an associate's degree.
All right, what he's not saying is he's actually really excited until you turn a camera on him, and then it's mellow.
Feel good.
This is me being impressed. I am impressed he got it though. It's a huge victory.
It's a good. It's definitely one of those things where it's like having to go back and learn, do some self-schooling. It's nice to kind of get back into that, break the rust, I guess, off of your learning brain.
Lifelong learning, baby.
Yeah.
And now we're revamping the resume.
Which it looks amazing.
Who did the resume?
Caroline.
I did.
It looks amazing.
And then we put the new certification on there, and we're gonna finish it up tomorrow, and we'll blast them out.
Yeah.
It'd be like machine gun style.
And then Tuesday, hopefully, I'll start my training on the next certifications.
Is that already on Tuesday?
Probably be on Tuesday.
Woo! And that starts,
That's online.
That's going to be a few months, right?
It'll probably take about 2 months.
I'm so proud of you. And I'm so excited to be able to sit on the front row of your career change and being able to go in a much better direction, because the last year that I've known you, you've been so unhappy at work. And it's been hard to watch. And sometimes you get forced to be in a better situation. And I feel with all my heart that this is going to be that forcing you to sort of out of the lobster shell, if anyone has seen that video, where you outgrow your current shell, so you're really uncomfortable and it's a very stressful time. But it just means that you are ready for a new shell. And now you're ready for a new lobster shell. You're ready to go in a different direction. You're ready to be in a place that really uses your skill set. And you're ready to grow as a human. And I think it's a really exciting time. And I'm so excited to see the direction that your life takes and that our life takes subsequently. I can't wait. I can't wait to